How you doing, everybody? Today, I'll be talking about, y'all can see it. It's a little bright. How record labels work. Okay. So, the agenda, boom. We're going to be talking about what a record label is, main responsibilities, and how labels make money and challenges in the future and stuff like that. What is a record label? A record label is a business that develops artists, helps create, market, and distribute music, and invest in artists in exchange for a share of the revenue, right? So, ooh, a record label, right? You sign artists, you distribute their music out there. It's pushed through like a lot. You have people constantly pushing this music to people on TikTok, uh, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you use. So you can hear songs and stuff like that. That's the point of it, to push it, keep pushing it out there. It gets the artists paid, they perform, they go on tours, things like that. Record label is just the hierarchy of pushing your music out there. What do record labels do? You develop talent, like A&R. You know, you sign people. You feel me? You fund recording and promotion, manage marketing and distribution, and help an artist build their brand. Like it's a lot of artists like you don't know of. Like it's a lot of guys that don't have a lot of known name, but a lot of times it's because they're not signed to a label. Once you get signed to a label, all of a sudden everybody knows this artist because you have a system pushing the music out there to people. How labels make their money? Streaming royalties. So with all things like Apple Music, Spotify, stuff like that, music sales, merchandise, you buy your favorite artist, cologne, whatever they make, a brand, whatever something they come up with, that gets the label paid and the artist paid. License for TV, movies, and games. If they're you put these artists in anything, when you hear songs from damn near 70 years ago in movies today, those artists are still getting paid royalties, or the label still getting paid royalties. Depends who owns the royalties. Concerts and paid and partnership deals. Like I said, concerts, you get paid to tour. An artist, that's how they make their money, by touring. If they're not touring, most likely they're not making money unless their music is just doing crazy numbers on revenues, and you're not really making much money from streaming like that. So you have to do things like that in order for like your label to keep like for you to keep pushing yourself, right? With the conclusions, record label record label connects artists with their fans. They provide funding, marketing, and business support. Understanding the business helps artists make a better career decisions. So, with understanding them making better choices and stuff like that towards their career, record labels like they try to help people connect with their fans on a little more because they tell you like what certain music that your fans like. That's why you'll hear artists mostly stick to the stuff that they always make because the label has to approve the song being pushed out there to the world. Like a lot of artists might call Rod Wave a sad artist, but it's not. A lot of songs he can't put out there because you have to get samples cleared. Samples cost money. You got to pay somebody almost $1 million just to use a sample. That's crazy. I'm not paying you $1 million for a sample. Crazy. But in the hindsight of it all, like, because even with them paying for the sample, most of the time you can pay somebody for a sample, and that's what they get paid, and they won't collect any revenue from the music, or they get paid that and still want revenue from the music because it's their stuff. But like questions for people that might have about certain things, right? Like I said, a question might be somebody asking, how does an artist get paid? Like I said, an artist makes their money Artist makes their money by touring, merchandise sales, um, yeah, touring, merchandise sales, just doing, building that brand up there. Anything to do, like, cause rappers and artists, they all get an advance. Like, people might all make it sound like, oh, I just signed for $3 million. No, I signed for $3 million. I signed for almost a $3 million in advance. Sometimes work like that, or they advance you a certain amount. Your music needs to perform well to pay them back. Because they're paying for studio time, they're paying for tour time, they're paying for this, that, and that. That's why you see so many artists go broke. Because their music is not making the money back that they owe these record labels. So, yes, that is all I have to say. And that is how record labels work. Thank you kindly. Bro.